This video won't have any spoilers in it, so don't worry. I just got back from watching Superman for the second time, and there are a handful of superhero films that most people are generally comfortable putting into the conversation for greatest superhero movie ever made. You know, the original Richard Donner Superman movie, The Dark Knight, probably the first Iron Man, maybe the first Avengers movie. I honestly wasn't sure how to express my thoughts or my feelings about James Gunn's Superman movie after the first time I saw it. I saw it with my brothers and my dad, and they all really didn't like it. One of my brothers and my dad got up and left at like the 40-minute mark, and my brother was just like, I hate this, I'm going home. And it really made me second guess the experience that I was having, because I was pretty sure that I was really loving it. I think I was also sort of guarded the first time I watched it, because Superman is a character that's really, really important to me. He's my favorite superhero, and I get a lot of shit for that. Like, people are really hard on Superman. They don't like how powerful he is, and they don't like what a Boy Scout he is. And I think sometimes I can be a little too forgiving of properties that feature this character, because I like the character so much. I pretty much like any movie that he's in. But I know that a lot of the movies that feature Superman have major flaws. Even the original Donner movie has kind of a whack third act, and I don't know if people are ready for that conversation or not. But there hasn't really been a Superman movie made that doesn't have any major glaring flaws. That is, until now. James Gunn just definitely did that. After seeing it a second time, I feel pretty confident that I can say not only is this James Gunn's best movie, not only is this the best Superman movie, but James Gunn's Superman is immediately going into the conversation for best superhero movie ever made. And I'm pretty sure history is going to back me up on that. I think that as time moves on, people will get more and more comfortable with this movie being in that conversation. This movie is obviously getting a tremendous reception from critics and audiences alike. And as a massive Superman fan, it makes me really happy that people are falling in love with this specific version of the character, because that means that the things that are my favorite things about the character really do work. But also, I have to say that so many people really loving this movie right now is giving me hope in a really bleak time. In Marvel, the billionaires are the heroes. The richest man in the world is the number one hero, Iron Man. In reality, billionaires are nowhere near as heroic as Iron Man, and they almost all much more closely resemble Lex Luthor. It gives me a lot of hope that right now, in this specific moment in history, the most popular movie in the world is a movie where the villain is the richest person in the world. A person who can have anything, who can live in any house, live in any country, who can buy entire islands, eat whatever food he wants, he can go anywhere, he can do anything. The only thing he can't do is just fuck off and be happy. Just take all your money and go somewhere and leave everybody else alone. Stop making your massive insecurity and your inability to buy even a morsel of contentment everyone else's problem. James Gunn really had the perfect vision for Lex Luthor as a character, and really all the characters, and Nicholas Holt's execution of that vision is nothing short of masterful. He's so good at making Lex this sniveling weasel, just this insecure, mean-spirited, unnecessarily cruel bigot. And that's why conservatives don't like this movie, because the villain in the movie is just a mean guy. He's just a mean bigot. He's just them. And what's really so great about so many people loving this movie and loving this version of Superman is that at its core, its message is so pure and so simple. It's not stupid or cringe or corny or try hard to put a lot of effort into being a good person. It's cool. Superman is a million times more powerful than Lex Luthor. All of Lex's money, all of his brains, the army of equally mean-spirited bigots that he controls, none of it even comes close to measuring up to the power that Superman wields. And Lex and his army put all of their energy into being a bunch of fuck-ass haters. Just a bunch of angry, sad, mean losers. And Clark Kent puts all of his energy into being the best person he can possibly be, the best human being, the best man he can be. If he wanted to, he could vaporize Luthor and his entire army with one glance. He could pop Luthor's skull like a grape. But instead, he chooses to put all of his energy into just being a good guy, into just being nice. He uses all of his power to just help people and try to make their lives a little better. And that's why, even though Clark Kent might be kind of an aw shucks Boy Scout nerd, he will always be the coolest motherfucker, the most locked in, the most effortlessly aspirational superhero character ever invented. Because in a world like this, a world that is run by insanely wealthy, mean-spirited, sad, insecure, cruel bigots, the most punk rock thing you can possibly be is kind. 'Cause I'm a punk rocker, yes I am.